Hello dear viewers, welcome back to our channel. We are continuing on the series Algerian Government Scholarship. Have not abandoned the other scholarship tips. These tips can actually help you in the other scholarships that you apply for. So be sure to subscribe, like and share my content so that it reaches to very many people who actually need it. So today I'm talking about two things very important. This is how much one needs to invest in the whole process of this Algerian government scholarship. And then number two, I'm going to talk about the education system of Algeria. Let me first tell you why I'm talking about these two things. In the previous years, things have been happening, and like let's say in 2024, the year which I came, the government of Algeria first advertised for 100 slots, the first batch. Then they later advertised for 170. In the first, they awarded 97, the 100 who were nominated by the ministry, their documents were sent to Algeria, and maybe some didn't make it, they didn't send all the documents, so 97 were awarded. And then later, in our second batch, they had advertised for 170 slots. People whose documents were sent the number might have been bigger than that, way bigger, maybe, I don't know. But then people were awarded were 169. So 169 plus 97 of the first batch, that is 266. People came to Algeria were 235 or 236 if I'm not mistaken. And where did the other party go? I feel bad about those people who misused the opportunity which other people wanted and they didn't get. So that's why I'm talking about these two things that brought all that confusion for people not to come to Algeria. First, how much that one needs to invest. I know maybe most of us, we come from humble families, and getting money for the air ticket was somehow a struggle. And to some people, maybe they had no option but to give up. Then also, there is this other money that you need when you arrive in Algeria. You have to open a bank account, you have to process the residence permit. There is that money that you actually need when you arrive in Algeria. But yeah, now let's look at the ticket, for example. There is no direct flight from Uganda to Algeria. So you're either using like Egypt Air, where you first go through Egypt and then Algeria, or you're using like Qatar Airways. Many people use Egypt Air. So let me talk Egypt Air and Qatar Airways. So the budget there is between 550 US dollars to 650 US dollars. And then let's go to the money that you need to settle in Algeria for the first month when you just arrive. You may need like minimum 200 US dollars, minimum. But $200 is not really enough. To some extent, if you have nothing to do and you can just connect with other people who will help you. Else, to settle in well, carry like 350 to 400. 300 can also work. If you're rich, 500, 600, it's very okay. So that's the budget. Parents get loans and they pay later, because after all, you're just investing, maybe let's say the overall amount. You're investing 4 million and your child is going to study for all years, be it a 3-year course, 4-year, 5 years, or even 7 years. Those who are doing, if you choose to, they will do masters if they want. Even when the parent has no money, they will have to like look into it, and then they get that burden and know that they've paid and they've finished. Their child is going to study for all the other years without asking for a single coin from them. Then let's talk about the education system. You will see courses like science and technology, you see science of nature and life, life sciences, SMV, those things, web development and mobile applications, those courses that you've not seen in Ugandan universities. And then, in your judgment, you'll be like, what do I do after studying this course. It has been happening, and some people were given those courses and they declined the offer, which is very bad because other people who went ahead and made research, they found that the courses are actually very good. For example, for my course, Web Development and Mobile Applications, in Uganda, you will not hear about that course apart from people doing masters, maybe. You will not get it for bachelors. So people only hear about software engineering, IT, computer science. But this course is very good. And then I've also had the chance to interact with people who are doing these other courses, and they tell me how good they are. I'm not going to talk about the courses that I do not have much knowledge about, but I will be able to make videos with other people who are doing those very courses. It may be a long process because here at my university we are all doing the same course under computer science. Only one person is doing a course under science and technology. But other courses like medicine, I will make sure that I get videos from people who are in other universities and I bring this information to you. And more so, you have your phone. You can do research, first do research and see how good these courses may actually be. But then, if I go into talking about this education system, to some extent, allow me to tell you that somewhere you will find that the courses that we are doing here in Algeria, some courses, not all, let's say like architecture or medicine, you'll find that someone doing that course in Uganda and you is doing it here in Algeria, you're different in some way, and somehow you might be affected. But the good thing about Algeria, you have time, out of time, you have that data, you can use it wisely, you can do massive online courses and have those certificates to boost your CV. So it's up to you to go to look into it and then decide. But if you have many questions, if you still have questions about the courses and the education system, feel free to write in the comment section and then I'll get back to you. I have more content about the culture shocks, the lessons learned, and change of courses and university, how possible the things are. See you in the next video. Bye.